Hey again, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to take a look at another OMEAL ration. We have pasta fagioli. You know kind of my theories and reactions on OMEALS. I've been doing a little bit more of them lately. This one popped up on Amazon for pretty cheap. I want to say it was maybe $6 or $7, you know, somewhere in that range, as opposed to the 10, 11, 12 that we tend to see them for, so I wanted to grab it. It's a vegetarian option, so, you know, no meat. Well, right up in here, 200 calories, 14 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber. So not a lot of calorie count in this packet. It's kind of what we see, you know, in these 470 milligrams of sodium. So, you know, it's a little bit lower than some of the others. But I feel like a lot of these pouches just seem to contain less food than, say, what's in an MRE. But regardless of all that, you know, it's a different product, a little overpriced, but it's different. I kind of like messing with them. Not a freeze-dried. You know, they boast that there's 0 trans fats, 0 cholesterol, and no artificial flavors, which is kind of cool. But in a lot of ways, I found these to be sometimes a little bland, and I don't know why, you know, exactly. I don't know all their methods to their madness, but regardless of all that, we're going to go ahead and try this this ration real quick, and then we will decide if this one's worth it, I guess. Okay, so again, we've got our pouch. This has a little stand to it, so you know you could stand it up and eat it or whatever. We have our heater, which is awesome. For those of you who have seen the other videos, these heaters are great. And then finally, a little spoon and a napkin in a little bag here. Spoon is not extremely good quality. It's very flimsy, but it seems, I mean, it works as a spoon, obviously. Napkin is, you know, it's a thin kind of napkin. You can kind of see my, and I ripped it. But it's okay. I mean, it's a good size, so you know you can get a good fold on it and do whatever you need to do with a napkin, I guess. But anyway, let's go ahead and start our meal prepping. I'm going to go ahead and push out the bottom here of the bag. Oh, oops. Apparently they also put a little business card in here. Changing the way you eat outdoors. Okay. I don't know if they're necessarily changing the way I eat outdoors, but yeah, sure, whatever. Alright, so here we have this big old heater. This thing is awesome. It definitely kicks off really nicely. Kind of like to try and set it in the... There we go. Just get it in the bottom there. I'm going to go ahead and add some water. Now, let's just check here. So, it does call for 4 to 6 ounces of water. Yeah, I mean, okay. That's kind of a lot of water to get one of these engaged. Just going to pour it directly on there, and then we'll get our meal. Sometimes this does take a little bit to start. Just going to try and massage in a little bit of that water into the heater. But yeah, the last time I messed with one of these, it took it, you know, maybe like a minute or two to start. But they're energetic and they do heat up the food. And honestly, you could go and use this heater again after this, which is really neat. The other thing here, just while we're waiting, it does say heats with any liquid. I've always been a little interested in that, so it's like, I think it's starting to pop off here. I think we might be getting a little reaction, so I don't have to yak too long. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna hopefully pick up on that. Does have a little vent hole up here, so we're gonna be venting a little bit of steam. But yeah, this one popped off nice and quick, and it's hot. It's already hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this set for a little bit here and get nice and warm for me, and then I will be back and we will try the meal. See you in a few. All right, and we're back here. The heater is still pretty darn hot, but the reaction seems to have petered out here a little bit, so figured it'd be, yeah, a lot of good steam coming out of there. Figured it'd be a good, ouch, 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 get out of the bag. Be a good time to just reach in and get our meal out here. This is probably one of the cooler things. So like if you're somebody who really wants like a nice hot meal, a lot of times with the FRHs in an MRE, you're not necessarily going to get that. Yeah, you might get it warmed up, but this heater definitely gets it nice and hot. A little look in the pouch there. Smells good. Smells good. If I can get my spoon in the pouch. Okay. Add a little bit more in there. So again, to kind of illustrate, there's a couple little more pieces in the pouch, but really not much else. So to illustrate sort of what one of my gripes has been with OMEALS is just how small this portion is. You know, and you're basically in a lot of cases paying, say on average $10, $11 for one of these. And you're not getting a large portion of stuff, whereas like a full MRE, you know, if you're buying them in a single standpoint, you might on the low end be like $10 in. If you buy them by case, obviously you're saving a lot more. And then in those, there's a heck of a lot more calories and a heck of a lot more food. But I'm just kind of interested in these. I really want them to be cool, but I also would really like them to be a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. Anyway, let's go ahead and try a bit here. I'm just trying to get a little mix of everything. Looks like we have a couple of beans. Kidney bean, I would assume that's maybe like a pinto or something. Little quarter cuts of pasta here. Little penne. Let's try it. So first things first, very hot. Excuse me, sorry. Don't mean to clear my throat on camera, it just happens. I think it's, see if I can pick a little bit out here. Now, I did say this is a vegetarian menu. So it looks like, and it's not great to see here with the sauce, but it's employing those little vegetable crumbles that we've seen in some of the vegetable MRE meals. Geez, yeah, there's a lot of ingredients in the bag, so I'm not really going to go too crazy on there, but needless to say, looks like maybe some carrots. Looks like a carrot. Yeah, carrot. Actually pretty well seasoned, okay? Don't really need salt or pepper for this one, I don't think. Definitely taste an Italian seasoning going through it. The tomato sauce is pretty light, so it's not real overbearing. The beans aren't mushy, which is good. Pasta itself isn't bad either. It's not super mushy, but it definitely is soft. It's not quite fresh pasta, but it does have a decent taste, and there are a lot of the vegetable crumbles in here, so yeah, altogether, I mean, it's pretty good. You get a lot of kick of onion, little garlic there. Sorry, I was chewing a little bit, but yeah, I mean, everything tastes pretty good. It's a light, tomatoey flavored pasta. Decent amount of pepper in there. You definitely get that. You know, a little garlic, a little bit of salt, not, you know, definitely enough. So yeah, I mean, honestly, oh, I did finally find it. I was trying to read on the bag here while I was yakking, but so they're calling it, sorry if you can't see this real well, but vegetarian pizza crumble. So water, soybean concentrate, canola oil, salt, spices, allulose yeast extract, sugar, garlic, caramel color, onion, okay, blah, blah, blah. A lot of stuff in there for the crumbles, but yeah. I actually don't mind the vegetable crumbles. I kind of think it's okay. But regardless, it's decent. Probably one of the more flavorful ones I've had. I think another complaint I've had is they've just been kind of bland. But this one's okay. Would I order it again? Probably not. I just think they're a bit pricey, but I do kind of like the idea of OMEALS. But anyway, I'll stop yakking at you. You guys probably have heard me enough. Just want to thank everyone for stopping by. Want to make sure that you direct your attention to links in the description. Got a lot of stuff there. We've got a couple of helpful Amazon links for you know, a couple rations here and there. I try and update those when I can if they're showing out of stock. But just something to where, you know, some of you who might be new to rations could get started buying a couple places just off of Amazon. Also, link to Patreon is down there. If you want to support the channel, that's where to go. Excuse me. You know, all the helpful sites I like and all the YouTube reviewers that I enjoy are down there as well. I just want to say, guys, I really do appreciate all of you. You've been great. Thank you very much for watching these videos, and have a great rest of your day. See ya!